No, that's not what I want it to do. Come on. Really? YouTube, please. Settle thyself. Goodness gravy. Shameful display. Hold on. Is it not live? Is it live? Are we live? Are we live? I think we're live. Are we live? Hello? 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 Guys? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hello? 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 Why do you have 0 points? I don't know. Did you spend them all? Also, yeah, I'm pretty far away from the mic right now. I'm having some problems at the moment, so it's gonna take me a hot minute to get everything set up. So please have patience. I literally can't claim first because I don't have points. That sounds like a spending problem. It sounds like you've been spending your points on something. A lot. Okay, hold on. Alright, I can see it now. Alright, good. If you guys would give me a moment, I am trying to get my camera in a good spot to where you can actually view the page that I'm working on. Or going to be working on. Which was a week ago. Well, it sounds like you spent them at some point. You must have. I have no control over these things. That's on you. That's the best way to say, I am not responsible for your spending habits here. Good lord, this isn't a book. Ugh, goodness. Let's see. Let's go to here. Can you guys see that? Just barely. Okay. Gods, it's been forever since I've done an art stream. I don't even... I missed you. I'm good. How about you? It's okay. Alright. That should be good. Alright. It's not the best view and it's kind of bright. So we'll see how this works out for you guys. Okay. Sleepy and bored. The usual. Alright, I'm gonna change up the music, so stand by. It's gonna rain. Yippee. Yippee. Oh my god, it's gonna rain. Wow. Wowza. Okay. Bring this over here and let us get started. Good gravy. Gotta turn this around, some bitch. Oh, that didn't take too long. Oh man, it really has been forever since I've done something like this. Okay, hello. Oh shit, tornado out on the Gulf Coast. Ooh, that's not good. Alright, you ready? Be prepared. Jump scare. Wait. Is that 2 or 1? Okay, that's 1. Boop. It's my arm. Holy shit. God, it is bright. Hello. But my... Welcome. Let me make sure I can see YouTube over here. Because we're live on both, you know what? Hold on. I don't think I put it in. Shit. You know what? Hold on. I didn't even put it in Discord. Give me a moment. Eventually I'm going to have a bigger space so that way I'm not like scrunched in. That would be the dream. There we go. Oh, now now it's in Discord. Yippee! Okay. Okay. We're good. I got it taken care of. Oh, jeez. Okay. Also, thank you, Mum, for the resub. You've been subscribed for 5 months. Well-y. Alright. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna draw today. I was thinking, like, drawing some plants and stuff. Just having fun with some things. I brought out some, like, supplies I don't really use too much, so I was like, you know what? I haven't used these in a while, and this is difficult to open. The hell? They don't want anybody getting into the sticky notes. Ha! Damn. Yeah. Fuck! Ah. Hello? Stuff is like horribly difficult to open. There we go. Ha! Got it! Victory! Victory screech! Yeah! Anywho. Yay! I picked up some sticky notes just because I've been wanting to make like little doodles and stuff rather than have full pages, and I also thought it would be super funny. And eventually, like, the idea is like, if I have to go, I can just stick them in a book like this. You know, have fun with it. Because oh gods, I don't know their name. They're on TikTok and they're like a Jamaican artist. But that's what they do a lot. They just scribble on sticky notes a bunch, and then when they like need to clear up space, they just stick them in their book and just flatten it down. I thought it was so cool. But we have those. I also have coffee. My usual repertoire of torture devices, of which are falling out of the thing. Excuse me! Where the fuck did you just go? Ah, damn it. This bastard. Mechanical pencil, because I like the way it does fine lines. I get really nice fine lines, and I've been using a pen more often than not when I do traditional drawings or sketches and stuff. I'm just going through like a bunch of the things I have and might use, and then of course this down here empty regular ink pen, which I might use, has thicker lines. We'll demonstrate. These were a gift from a friend of mine. They're basically just like really fancy texture pens, which you can use for outlines and line art. Very nice. Love those. I think I have some denser ones in here somewhere. Yeah, like this. Ooh, those birds. Birds are going crazy because it's about to storm here. And just still going through the thing, showing you guys what I have, what I might work with today. These I have not used yet. They're watercolor brush markers. So, yeah. They're really cool. Might just. Of course, my absolute favorite, when I first started streaming, my mom got me these. They are fantastic. Especially for just, if you really want to, not so much as highlight, but really want to play into negative spacing, these are fantastic. Which, if anybody wants, I can talk about that. And of course, something similar but colored, these. Technically they're blendable, but I'm not confident in that. Also, lava Snithin, hello. But I can't see YouTube from here. Ah! Care to join me for breakfast before you begin? How many eggs you want in your omelets? 3. And if you have any green bell peppers, or peppers in general, it'd be fantastic. And cheese! And of course I have colored pencils somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but I'm going to be using quite a bit of these, so... yeah. I'll have to start with, though. Let me see if I can pull up my Pinterest on here. I don't know if I'm still logged in. I don't know, let's see. Am I still logged in? Nope, I'm not logged in. Shit. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. I can just pull it up over here, but it's gonna be damn far away. Damn. Okay. Well, never mind. I'll just pull something up over here then. We'll just start off with like some base, like 3. Girl, that'll be the smallest almond in history. Moderate amount of mushrooms, just moderate. And what color bell pepper? Like any. You know, any bell pepper is fine. I'm not picky. I'm not super picky about peppers, to be honest. But then again, it's like I grow them, so in the yard, it's fine. Let me scooch this a little closer to me. God, I'm like stretching my arms out to reach it. Let's see. I think it's daily sketches. Yeah, sketch daily reference. Nice. It's loading. I like how they've advanced their site a little bit. That's nice. Let's see, what's a good one? Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Meh. Brr. And so I'm just gonna do a little blocking with this. I'm gonna sharpen it up a little bit more because why not? I struggled to find this, by the way. I don't know why. I constantly lose this thing. And it's like, I always leave it in the same place, but it moves itself. Like, excuse me? Excuse me? You dare question my authority? My authority? How fucking dare you? How dare you? Can you just scooch over there? Just go right over there. Okay. You might hear some snap, crackle, and pop. Don't worry, it's fine. Now, it's been a while since I've actually done this, so you're gonna have to forgive me if it's a little wonky. If it's a little wonky. But today is all about just having fun and just drawing for the sake of it. Hey, Kanuko! How do you do? How do you do? Welcome to this. Took a sick day, but I feel pretty good. Ah. That sick day just to be like, I don't want to deal with my coworkers and their bullshit today. I feel that. Just gonna go back to Brian's stream to see how the donut is working out, unless he's doing something different. The way that's worded is just awful. Autocorrect censor. She's sick this morning, but I got better. So YouTube time. Excellent. Alright, so the arm is going out this way. Hold on, let me do it like a... She kind of wanted to pull forward, and then this is going back. And... yeah. Also, sorry if I don't talk too much. Sometimes I just get so caught up in it, just like, oh, yes. Brain. Got sick because the Thrones of the K trailer came out yesterday, and he was blessed by Nurgle and went down with the sickness. Possibly. Potentially. Alright, this one has a lot of, like, foreshadowing, I guess you could say, needed. So, it's gonna look... yeah. I might just stylize it a bit. Oh, man. I really wanted to play, like, I was just getting nervous before stream, just like, you know, it might not be that good, and people might not be that interested. Why don't we just play some Final Fantasy? And I'm like, no, I delegated that for the weekend this week. So, gotta stick to it. You know, as much as I want to play Final Fantasy. We're getting to the middle portion of it, which I'm really happy about. The donut is what Warhammer players called Usan, which is the giant island continent where the upright perceive perfect little genocidal high elves. I like that. I like that description. But I really want to take advantage and do some live streaming myself. Oh yeah, understandable. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to this weekend's Final Fantasy stream, because that's just something, I really like it, and you know, it's nice to have a linear story game to play now and then. Got my rodeo in Wickenburg Saturday, meeting up with a local barrel racer. That's the way this model twists their leg is so strange. I watched a bit of you playing it last weekend. Is Hero as god-awful as Noctis and Titus?
Snow I would refer to as a very Titus-esque character, just because I remember Titus being a bit of a egotistical asshole. But primarily you play as Lightning, or it's kind of centered around Lightning, so... yeah. I guess I develop as people, probably, but I have a hard time tolerating the egocentric, whiny boys. Yeah. I cringe at Snow and Hope's character arc just a little bit. And it takes Hope even longer to get to the point where it's like he's tolerable as a character, in my opinion. I'm just a little jaded about it. Like, he's a great character later on in the games. He's fantastic. He serves a... or not serves, but has a great role in it, but... you know... live stream a rodeo. I think he would have to get rights for it. A lot of people do. For those kind of events. Come on. Ugh. Don't die on me now. So either that one or... this one. Come on. I think this one's pretty much dead, actually. Do I have another one in there? Just want to, like, compare and contrast. Ta-da! I don't think I have another one of those. Oh. Well then. Alright. That's okay. I do have some, like, fancy pencils, though. So, might use those later. Alright. Putting that one back then. Just gonna use this. Please sigh. I'm going to keep the first few sketches kind of simple in terms of detailing, just kind of add ink over it, so that way I can maybe do a little bit of, like, cross-hatching and stuff. You know, practice a little bit. Oh dear. Make sure I've got this going. Yeah, I do. Okay, good. Very good. kind of just scrunched down, so meh, whatever. But it's like the first sketch, so. Hmm. Might have to use another pen because this one isn't showing like the ink too well. That's okay. Hmm. You know, Yaga should be announcing when they're releasing their game here soon, because it is April. I think it's like the end of April that they'll be doing that. I forgot. I'm gonna, as soon as it's available, I'm gonna get it. Like, even if it's still in early access, I'm gonna fucking get it and I'm gonna stream it. Or maybe just create some videos out of it. I don't know. But I've been looking forward to that for over like 3 years now. Which, tomorrow, I'm going to be recording some videos of some fun games I found on Itch.io. So, maybe, hopefully I'll have it. I mean, it's only going to be one game. I'm going to try and limit myself there instead of doing like a big recording spree. Just one game a week and have a short video out on it, like on Friday or Saturday or something, right? Just make a habit of that. I thought that would be nice. first one I'm gonna be playing is called Hide the Body or something. I thought the art style was super cute. Because it's not childish, I would say, but it is it's kind of like, how do I put it? I don't even want to call it chibi. It's very cutesy. I'm just gonna leave, like, very cutesy with pastel colors on it, so you wouldn't expect it to be a horror game, I guess you could say. I don't even know if it would classify as a horror game, because it quite literally just tells you what you will be doing as the character, so... But there were a few other, like, very, at least from first glance, chill-looking games, so I was like, oh, I think Mom would like this. I'll give it a go. Doo-ba-doo. But yeah. Maybe I can fix this wonky looking leg here. Perhaps. Let's see. Just... It's not gonna be super clean, but whatever. Like I said, this isn't about being perfect, it's just about practicing and having fun and just whatever I want. Trying to kill that perfectionist side. Which this is a great way to do it. Is just take some colored pencils and pens and just fucking go for it. At least in my opinion. Everybody's different. That looks slightly better. Just a bit. How are you at hands? I hear they are the hardest draw. I'm not confident. I'm not super confident in drawing hands, honestly. Maybe cartoonish hands, but nothing like definitive. You know, it's always, you ever see those so I don't know, can you see that in there? Yeah. Typically what I do with hands, even if I'm doing it kind of cartoony, I'll do a box and then try to have like a little space in here, just draw another box, and then kind of like get the thumb out and kind of exaggerate that knuckle you have right here. Like, of course, it's bound to change. It's awkward, mainly because I don't have it connected to anything in my brain. It's just like a singular thing. The fuck are you doing? I usually go for like a very boxy outline, and then typically I combine the middle and the sides, and then, you know, so on and so forth. But that's typically how I do it. Or I just make those little mitts, you know, then add little distinctions of like, maybe there are fingers here, maybe they're not. This is why I constantly do like studies of hands and stuff. I think 1 month I'm gonna draw nothing. I'm gonna paint and draw nothing but hands, you know? Oh, you can always round out the boxy stuff later. Definitely. Definitely. But it still gets me anxious, just like, ah! But one of these months, I'm going to draw nothing, paint and draw nothing but hands, because oddly enough, like, if I was to pick my favorite portion of the body, it would be hands. You know? On every person. Hands. They're just fascinating. Monkey brain goes, whoa, at hands. Oh dear. Kinda gonna slim this down a little. Speaking of hands. Hey, no, don't you die on me, you son of a bitch. I've got my reference photo here, don't you dare! Another thing I need to finish, like, in regards to games and stuff, Solar Ash. I hear it's available on the PC now, which is awesome, because it was, for the longest time, a PlayStation exclusive. At least that's what they made it for, originally, and then, you know, stuff happened, and they're like, oh, let's broaden our horizons. Which I love Solar Ash, it was cool. The soundtrack on it was fucking phenomenal for such a small game. And if you don't know what Solar Ash is, it's a small little indie game. It's like probably only 4 or 5 hours long, depending on how you deal with the bosses. And quite literally, I just want you to think Shadow of the Titans. Is that what that game is called? Shadow of the no, Shadow of Colossus. Yes, it's Shadow of the Colossus, but in space. And you have to recover your crewmates' data logs and stuff, and destroy these monsters created by the void and time. It's pretty fucking cool. I've always liked it. I've never been able to finish it because I kept encountering bugs, and I played it like right when it came out, so I gave up on it, and then PlayStation died, of course, so I was never able to finish it. We'll add that to the summer list of things to play. I might have like several days where I just stream outside of the schedule, you know, just start super early, just for the sake of having fun and, you know, playing games over summer break. I don't get a summer break. What am I talking about? I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna leave this one where it's at. Because if I sit here for too long and work on it, I'm just gonna be like, this isn't right, that isn't right, that's not what we're here for. Let's see, what should I draw next? You know what? You know what I haven't drawn in a while? Mushrooms. Excuse me, my arms are gonna be in the way. Don't mind my fucking hell. Jeez. Big arms. Can't help it. I lift. Do you even lift, brah? What game was that? Solar Ash. Solar as in sun, and ash as in ash on the pyre. I don't know why I thought of that exactly, but you know. Let's see. Mushrooms, mushrooms. Mushroom dance, mushroom dance. Just. Ah! Honestly, this isn't as impressive as like my shoulder and stuff. My back. Oh god. Oh. That are legs. Legs, I would say I'm more like, you know, confident in, just because that's like, well, I mean, fucking leg power, man. It's what I'm built for. Oh, should we use a colored pencil, or should we just go with the pencil straight off? I like using colored pencils, why not? Also, it is about to wreak havoc outside. This damn thing is a fucking mess, isn't it? No, it's not. That's where you've been, you sly bitch! Wait, where's the other one? Shit. There's two of them now. I like to see you play that. The art style looks cool. Yeah, I loved it so much when it first came out. But like I said, it had some bugs in one zone, so I kind of gave up, and then my PlayStation died promptly afterwards. I would love to play it again, though. I have not used these in fucking forever. I had to steal these back from my roommate. What color should we use? Something fun. I like this one. We're gonna use this one. Yeah, to make a long story short, I had a roommate not but like 5 months ago. What, it's April now? So April, March. Wait, is that right? Oh, months are weird. Yeah, it was about 5 months ago. Just roundabout. I like drawing mushrooms. They're so scraggly. You know, they're just vibing. They're a vibe. There's not too much thought to them. It's just one big circle sometimes. And then you add some dimensions. Add some lines. Oh, this is a super light color on camera. You can barely see it. Damn. Hmm. Yeah, I'll use this one. I can see it. But I have good eyes for Papa. Ah, yes. Because you're an old man. I understand. Hmm. Oh, this would be the perfect season to go and pick morals. It's just rainy enough and cool enough for them to start sprouting. They're very picky about when they want to sprout. And where they want to sprout. My goodness, they love trees. They don't exactly feed off of them. I think they're more of a... like they are a decay mushroom, but not... they don't... I don't know. It's weird to explain. Morals are too subjective. Ha 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 ha. They're also incredibly hard to find. But they look cool. It's like they have a subsystem or a basket in there. Oh yeah, I saw the cat tree last night. It was neat. Izzy looked so happy with it. She looked very, very happy. Maybe now she'll settle down during his streams and just be like, ah yes, this is my spot. That's typically what happens with cats when you don't give them a spot in your primary space. They will just have a conniption fit every time they go in there, like, ah, it doesn't smell like me enough, you know? Also, what's like the big local Oklahoma store chain? Because we were talking about Sears and Smiths and Fry's. Like we have a Harps. They don't really have a big chain unless you're talking about food chains. Because I mean, Walmart's out here, obviously, and Dollar General and the Dollar Tree. That's everywhere in the Midwest and South. Stream some Kingdoms of Amalur. Ah, okay, have fun. I've never heard of Amalur. Sounds interesting. Sounds like something like Age of Empires. But yeah, we don't really have like a grocery store chain because if you go to a small town, a lot of these places have family-owned grocery stores just because nobody likes going to Walmart, really. Especially nowadays. A lot of the family-owned stores are cheaper and, you know, people are actually getting paid for their work, so... I don't know. Walmart is an evil corporation. It's like a cross between Skyrim and the newer Legend of Zelda games. Oh, that sounds like it could be interesting. Okay, cool. I'll have to check it out. Is that a siren? No. Okay, good. I would not be surprised if they decide to test the sirens before the storm hits. This fucking city does that all the fucking time. They're like, oh, we've got thunderstorms and shit coming in. Let's test the sirens out real quick. Make sure they work. I'm like, motherfuckers. That's on Fridays. God, it just reminds me of a TikTok. These two girls were arguing over something in the car, and all of a sudden you just hear tornado sirens blast, like they're underneath a tornado siren, you know? And they go stock still and they're like, hold on, wait a second. turn on the radio, and it's just normal radio going on. Flipping through the channels, she opens the door and she's like, is there... It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Because we do have... Certain towns have a schedule of when they will test tornado sirens. In my town, it's... Depending on, like, what the weather is, it's either A, Wednesday, or B, Friday. Typically Fridays. Like, it's a real 50-50. I don't understand why they do it like that, but they do. It makes no sense to me. It's like, pick a time and keep to it, please. Please keep to it. There's one that sounds like it needs to be oiled up or something, because it just... It's awful. It's God's awful. It sounds like Siren Head sometimes. Like, nobody move. Oh, God. There we go. Ah. Hello. The mushroom dance. Yes, mushrooms. Mushrooms. Mushroom, mushroom. You've lived a life of sin. Major omelet both for you and Brian, but they magically disappeared and I don't know any. To the pit with you! I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You're fine. Alright. It's whatever, man. That's fine. I'll remember that. I'll remember that. Well, so we can go visit Goblin Park. My god, I still can't believe there is a Goblin Park. That's hilarious. Just somewhere in Utah, there's a place called Goblin Park. It's a state park. And it's just like, I really... Aside from the trail markers and everything, I want to know what else influenced the naming of that place. I need to know the story of this place. The rocks everywhere look like mushrooms, and as we know, the lands is shrooms. Days there. Oh, speaking of the lands, this morning I was playing a bit of Azog on my own. Doing pretty well. And I can see why the Wargrove is a bit of a bitch to deal with. Even when they don't really have that many units. It's like, oh god damn. Okay. You fuckers are just on it. Okay. little squigglies in there. Little squigglies are fun. What else are just fucking suck to fight against? And yeah, you like the Slaughterer. Well, I liked him before just because I thought the units were pretty cool, and you know, he himself is neat looking. It just reminds me of the Horde a little bit, and I'm like, ooh, yes. Back to my roots, as it were. Back to my roots. Train. I hear a train coming around the bend. What's this? I could work with this, yeah. If you were kaiju sized, or they were human sized, you're going on a date with Godzilla or Kong. How about neither? Anything fun or funky looking? I mean, oh, there's a classic. It's a classic. Just fill in these little spaces. Radiant lizards are hairy buff dudes. I just don't like people. Or I don't like going on dates in general. Combination of both. Feels very subjective. Well, not so much as the outside world, it's just there's better things to do. In my opinion. There's blanket monsters. Yes, the blanket monsters, uh-huh. Totally terrifying. Okay. Good Lake Thunderbird and take a selfie with the bigger 8-armed bro. Oh, gods. Still humorous to me of like, oh yeah, octopi in Oklahoma. Okay. That's a weird article that I'm not going to click on because that's highly inadvisable. Especially with that particular species. Uh-huh. Yep, sure. Ooh, turkey tail. When shall it rain? Soon. Soon, they say. It just keeps looking worse and worse out there, and the temp is like it's like 64 degrees, which isn't bad. It's quite nice, honestly. Just like I'd really like it if it would fucking rain already. You know, it'd be very very nice in my opinion. Wait, what happened? What? Which part? The article or like the rain? You said something about not clicking on a link in Turkey Tales. Oh yeah, there's this weird article that's like claiming, oh, here's some safe ways to eat poisonous mushrooms, and the specimen they're holding up can kill a person within 30 minutes. And I'm like, y'all, you know what? Natural selection. Natural selection. Have at it. Oh, God. Have fun with that, kids, you know? And also, turkey tails are fun. They don't look like much though. I mean, they just have the coloration of turkeys, so they blend into the trees that they're like feeding off of. And it's just like, oh, it's just a big round disc with more discs connected to it, you know. Maybe a little roughage, but not much. Quite unlike oysters, which, I mean, they look like oysters. Her terrain and climate, Nevada has got a decent population of turkeys, and one I'm gonna get myself a tag for. Oh yeah, I believe that. Turkeys can survive just about anywhere. Oh god, so that just reminded me of something. Because I'm watching a what is it called? Forensic Files. Oh yeah, Forensic Files. And one of the case episodes was they found a unusual patch of vegetation in the desert, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. And the explanation goes, okay, hypothetically speaking, Steve, okay, keep that in mind, hypothetically speaking, if someone were to murder another person and they took them out into the desert and buried them in the desert, it's a terrible idea because the human body has like so much natural nitrogen, and plants, you know, what do they like? Nitrogen. And guess what nitrogen does to plants? It makes them grow faster. I mean, so harkening back to a conversation we had the other day, Nathan, burying a body out in the desert is an exceedingly bad idea because there is very little vegetation. So therefore, a boreal forest, or just a forest in general, whatever you want to call it, is a fantastic idea, especially near places that have like endangered or native plants. But that's all hypothetically speaking now. Oh dear. Oh man. So you have to be careful, especially if that person has like diabetes of any. Well, I wonder if there's a distinction. Like, if plants would grow more with somebody who is type 1 or type 2. I don't know. I am unsure of that. I'll have to take a look later. Because I've never thought about that. I know people with high blood, or like high quantity of sugar, mushrooms absolutely adore that patch. Like, if you're ever looking for a body and there's like a huge patch of mushrooms and it's maybe like 2 to 3 different varieties and or species, whatever you want to call it, you might want to dig that patch up. There might be something there, you know. Just don't touch the mushrooms. Like we were saying, Nevada isn't a giant sand dune. We're covered in train. I don't think you guys can hear that. They just mostly are sagebrush, creosote, Joshua trees, marigolds, and cactus. Or cacti, yeah. I don't know. I think it would still, like... It's because I'm sitting right by the window. Le train. It's just a coal train. It's cactuses. I think it's cacti, sir. Sir. For the variety of specimens under the cactus family. Whatever it is, it hurts. I find it funny that camels will just munch on cactus like it's nothing, like they're just biscuits. I don't think the spines hurt them. And then you have, like, bobcats who could give a fuck and they climb up there just for funsies. Just for funsies. Or wildcats. I'm not sure if they are bobcats. And then there are certain birds that roost in cactus. Like, they'll just burrow into it, pick it apart, and just make a nest in there, you know? You're like, yep, this is my home now. Satan has a garden in hell. One of his favorite plants is found here in the southwest. It's called jumping cola? What is that? I'm gonna look it up. Meh. And put my arms up there. Oh shit, wait, it's a thing. That is a real thing. Oh! Oh gods. That looks awful. Oh jeez. Do they... Wait. Oh no. That poor cow. Oh, he looks so beat up. It's even got some on its tail. Oh. Wait, so do these, like, spring up? Are they like, spring flowers? Or whatever they are in the UK? Good lords, this guy is just covered in... It looks like he ran through it. Ugh. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good on that, fam. I'm good. I am good on that. You know, I wonder if that isn't what the cacti from Final Fantasy isn't based off of. The jumping collie, or whatever you want to call it. That would make sense because it jumps around. It's awful. It's called jumping because those parts come off so easily with the slightest touch and they just stick to you. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, unpleasant. Very unpleasant. Choya. So jumping choya. Also, I didn't realize, jumping beans are actually, they have, like, bugs in them. Or is it bugs? Like some kind of caterpillar thing. Or a moth. Is it? I think it is. I always thought they were strange. What a peculiar little thing. Honestly, there's not that many strange plants out here in Oklahoma. There's a lot of fruits and like forageable roots that you can get, but not much else. Hello, person walking by. Don't mind me in my window with my headphones on. Mind your own fucking business. Yep, they have the caterpillar larva of a moth in them. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we don't really have anything strange. I mean, trying to think. Not that I know of. But then again, I focus mainly on like forageable plants and roots and herbs and stuff like that. Like, there is a thing called Cherokee plum, and it's very, very sweet. However, on the eastern side of Oklahoma, it is damn near extinct just because of people cutting down trees and not paying attention to what the fuck it is. Very good. And then mulberries, but not everybody likes mulberries, mainly because they have a dual side to them. They taste bitter at first, and then it kind of sweetens up. And I don't know how to describe it. It's a bittersweet berry. You can only get it maybe, depending on the weather, if it's been really, really rainy, you can get it twice a year. But otherwise, late spring is peak mulberry season. Quite a few edible things in Nevada that people forage from. Yeah. I have to say, the funniest, the most popular, at least in my opinion, forageable in all of Oklahoma, pecans. However, in this town, there's such controversy? Yes, I said it correctly the second time. There is a big debacle around pecan trees in my town. And it is the stupidest thing. And I hate to say it, but my mom and I kind of started it in a weird way. In a weird manner. Alright. Let's see. You know what? Why not? I know there's tomatoes. Cherokee plum tomatoes. One of our gates here in Nevada is called Great Basin National Park, which looks like Alaska, and all around the hundreds of little streams are wild blackberries. Blackberries. Wonderful. Hey Ricky, what's up? Welcome. Yeah. They're also known as Chickasaw plum. Or, no, that's actually... No, there's a variety of names for them. Good lords. Have rainforest. I think you've mentioned that before. Yeah. There's a... Not blackberries, but there are blueberries out here. But you're more than likely going to find them out where people raise cattle and horses. At least that's where I found them, and I've tried to go foraging out in the groves and stuff, but no such luck. Lots of mulberries, lots of mushrooms. Not a lot of yeah, mulberries. I did say mulberries, right? Yeah. Lots of mulberries and things like that, but not a lot of, like, bush berries. No. I want to visit them, but I don't want to go hiking. The struggle. The strife. Oh, I love hiking. Alright, let's see. What color? Kind of like a... Oh, I like this one. Light violet. And... this. Yeah. Also, if you're just joining, I'm just fucking around, filling in pages, having fun, using things I don't typically use for funsies. Funsies. Yippee. They're in the mountains, the same with North Carolina. Okay. It's fine. Move a little bit. It's my legs. My legs. My leg! Can you imagine you're in the woods chowing down what you think are wildlife, but they're actually hemlock? Ugh. Gods. Yeah, nah. Nope. That's a bad fucking day, bruh. That is called a bad day. Yeah, there is a place in town that actually serves fried okra and fried mushrooms. I'm just thinking about it like, that sounds good. That does sound good, but I must behave. I must behave. Actually, I don't really know how to do this, but I'm gonna attempt, you know. Oh, you guys want to hear a funny story from last night at work? While I'm doing this? Too bad, I'm going to tell you anyway. So for those of you who don't know, I work at a clinic, and lately the site manager has been... she's been trying to assert her dominance, trying to assert her authority, as it were. And it's not really been working out. In fact, it's kind of been thrown in her face that, number one, she doesn't have respect, and number two, nobody fucking likes her. Because she's a horrible manager. And she got chewed out last night. Okay, so for a little bit more context, we have a lab technician who doesn't want to be a lab technician. Like, she just straight up doesn't want to work. So she'll just go into the back of the office and sit there and play on her phone, or pretend to, like, be talking to somebody on her phone just to get out of doing her job. So what's basically been happening with that is we will have patients who are waiting to have, like, their labs taken, whether that be blood or urine samples, whatever, and they'll be sitting in, like, her office or in the main lobby for hours. Or worse yet, she'll get to talking with one of the nurses who also doesn't want to be there and do their job that they're getting fucking paid for. And they will completely ignore phone calls, emergency phone calls. They will not respond to anybody coming up and telling them, like, hey, we have a patient. And they'll just throw a fucking hissy fit if somebody says, hey, it's been several hours. The only thing that seems to be fucking working is allowing the patients to have access to these two and tell them off for not doing their fucking job and for wasting the patient's time. Right? And that's exactly what happened last night, was our nurse, even though she was told to go and check up on this guy and take his chart, left him in a room and did not tell anybody for over 2 hours. Thing is, he arrived 10 minutes early to his appointment, got checked in, completely fine, did like just smooth operation, and he waited in the room and he's like being super this dude is overly patient. He waited 2 hours, and when the 2-hour mark was up, I walked in to the walked into work, just getting ready to clock in, right? And I keep forgetting to do this because I talk with my hands quite a bit. And he's out in the hallway just like, hey, are you a nurse? And I'm like, no, I am very much not a nurse. No. Goose egg, not at all. Please do not refer to me as that. And I offered to go get the manager, and before I could even like get that out, not he, but the manager comes flying around the corner, and she's like, oh, what's going on? You know, what's up? And he tells her what's going on, and she tries to minimize the situation by going, oh, well, we're just super busy. There was only one other patient in the clinic at the time. We're super busy, so if you could just, like, wait for us. And of course, it is 5:10 now. It's closing. And he says, no, I'm gonna wait 5 minutes, and if neither the nurse or the doctor show up, I'm leaving. Cue 5 minutes passing, and he holds true. He leaves, and the manager tries to stop him, and he just turns around and tells her, you know what? Schedule me for a day that you guys are actually gonna fucking care, and preferably in the afternoon. Bye. And I just sat there like, I'm not the one who instigated this shit. Y'all should have been doing your job. I didn't do anything. It's like, how fucking hard is it to collect information for a chart? That only takes like 5 fucking minutes. At most. Even with the chattiest of patients, you know? It's not that difficult. Anywho, that's that. What's the what? So what's the dude in the drawing's name? I don't know. Yeah. People are fun, I guess. I guess. Why not make a mushroom tree? Yeah. Oh gods, I didn't even ask. Did anybody else have like backed up traffic and stupid car accidents, like fender benders and such? That's what I mean by stupid. Not trying to minimize horrible accidents here, but like during the eclipse, because so many people decided to go for a fucking drive during the eclipse, and I'm like, oh my god. Okay. It's the worst thing you can do. Nope. That's good. Das gut. Very good. Yes, I you over here because you're a bit of a nuisance. Oh, hey, there's a green right here. Eek. I was in the 60 to 80 range. Funny you mentioned that. Yesterday on the way home from the ranch, there was a massive accident on the exit towards my house, and I had to pee really bad. Oh no. Every time I hear something like a whir, like a startup sound, I have to stop. I have to stop and listen for a moment, like, You know? Yeah, we had a huge accident on the main road. Well, I say huge accident, it was more like, somebody decided they didn't want to wait behind another person at a stoplight, so they tried to go around them, and it caused a minor accident. Nobody was hurt, thankfully, but a lot of cars were just... Yeah, car insurance is gonna have a fun... Like, their insurances are gonna have a fun time figuring that one out. Let's just say that. There was a lot of damage to the vehicles themselves, and it's just like... Really, guy? Really? You couldn't wait. And it had nothing to do with the eclipse, aside from that guy just being fucking stupid. Which tends to... You know, whenever there's a full moon or some kind of celestial event, people tend to act so fucking stupid. That happened back in 2017 for us. Oh no. Honestly, I kind of like walking on days like this. Simply because people, like, I don't mind it when people drive super slow, because there's, like, water on the road, and then it's raining, and unfortunately, with the way our roads are and the irrigation system, the roads flood super easy, so you'll just have, like, knee-deep water. So I have to, like, go to another street or, unfortunately, walk across people's lawns, and they completely understand. There's only been a few issues I've had with people who are like, get off my lawn, or da-da-da-da-da, and all that crap, and I just have to look at them, look at the water, and then just go like, okay, you step in it then. Go fuck yourself. Because it's like, how else am I supposed to get to work, bitch? Like, fuck you. Everywhere is flooded. There's no sidewalks, and the sidewalks we do have are all in the main portion of town, and they're littered with fucking flags that are up there about 90% of the year. So shut up. Just shut up. I still hate that they leave those flags up all year. It's just because, for some reason, the city puts up like these flags along the sidewalks, especially in front of restaurants, and to me, at a certain point, you are trying to block access off and trying to cover up businesses and things with how they are placed, and they never take them down. And if you take them down, you get a fine. Because the city's like, oh, well, that's our property. And I'm like, then take it the fuck down. They're too fucking big, and you leave them up for too long. It's not even a holiday. You know, nobody important has passed away. I don't want to fucking hear it. Anywho, that's my grievance, though. My personal grievance. I'm gonna grab a snack here in a moment. Ironically. Got work today? Yes. Yes, I do. Alright, I'm gonna go grab some water and a snack. I'll be right back. You guys behave. Okay, I'm back. And I got some water. I also have popcorn. Okay. So back on fruits, what's your least favorite fruit? Like one you despise? Oh, that's hard to say. I'm not really sure. Because I'm not picky about fruit. Also, I love how as soon as I got up, it started fucking pouring outside. Like, I'm not... I don't know. What about you? Because I'm really not sure. I tend to enjoy all kinds of fruits. I wonder if I have a green in here. I do. Nice. All right. Ah. You go over there. The only reason I'm doing this kind of maneuver is so that it doesn't bleed through. So, hold on, this might be a little awkward. Like, obviously it's gonna bleed through the back, but I don't want it to bleed through the other pages because this material does bleed. It bleeds, therefore it can die. Oh dear. Do we have a whiter brown? No, not necessarily, unless you want this like mustard yellow looking thing. Avocados? Avocados are a fruit? I know that sounds dumb, but my brain just goes, eh. Oof, that's strong. Oh, that might not be bad. It's a light brown. Ah. I like this one better. Let's see. You fucking hate avocados. I don't mind them. But I like it in guac. You know, guacamole, of course. Avocados and chips are kind of my thing. I dig that more so than just randomly. Use both of them. Let's start with the lighter one first and then move on. Meh. There were some that you could like stack the caps on each other. I don't think this is it. Maybe we'll still see what happens. Hey. So, I'm gonna try to do this in the center of the page here. Let's see. Go for like the finer tip. Yeah. I'm still kind of stumped on like what fruit I don't like. I know there's a certain kind of food or a particular dish that I don't care for, just because it's overly sweet. And that would be like, when I say Indian, I mean like Bengali, Hindu kind of Indian. This girl brought in Indian pancakes, and they're these little, like, spoon-sized, fluffy little biscuits, basically, covered in maple syrup and honey. And it had a tiny bit of sugar with a bunch of salt in the middle, or the dough has a tiny bit of sugar and salt. Lots of salt. And the salt's meant to balance the sweetness, but I was just overwhelmed by how sweet it was that I swore it off for the rest of my life. Just like, nope. Never again. Nope. Thank you for bringing it in, but I don't like it. I'm sorry. Though I will say, has anybody here ever had Indian fried bread? And this time when I say Indian, I mean Native American. I have to, like, specify this stuff. Sorry. That stuff is so fucking good. You have not lived until you've tried it. I'm telling you this now. I mean, all it is it's basically just cornbread, but made more like regular bread, and then you just kind of fry it. And then you can put like a little bit of honey on top if you want it to be sweet, or just kind of slather it with butter. Or in my case, how I was first introduced to it was they cut it up into just like little biscuits, essentially. So there are these lightly fried, fluffy cornbread bites, essentially. And what you did was, and it was a particular restaurant in Fort Smith, and they made mushroom soup with venison. And you would take the bread and just dip it in there. And it was so fucking good. One of these days I'm gonna replicate it, because I know how it's made. It's just getting my hands on the ingredients is a little iffy. I imagine it would taste good with pork as well, but venison is just something special. You know what I mean? I don't know how many people have actually had venison here. I'm sure Nathan has, and I know Brian or Tom has, most definitely. I haven't had it in like 2 years, unfortunately. But I haven't been to like Hefner in a while, so to be expected. Venison where exactly? I was just talking about this place in Arkansas with Indian fried bread. So good. Fucking fantastic, dude. But yeah. There's a guy outside of Hefner. We have a town called Hefner. kind of out in the, it's really out there in the boonies and foothills. And he's the local butcher for that area. And what he does is, when it's deer season, he will help. I mean, obviously it's part of his job, but part of the deal for him, like, cleaning up the deer for them is that he can take part and turn it into venison jerky. And it's just, it's fantastic. He makes like a spicy variety, a sweet variety with honey, and it's good. It's really good. I'm going to apply for my tags next week and cross my fingers that I get a pronghorn. Ooh. Sam says, I've been going at this for a while now. I need to finish up. Finish this particular thing up. Because I'm like, I like the tree. I like trees, if that isn't evident. Lemons are artificially made, so life could never give you lemons. True. That is true. Oh god, it's the smell. It's not bad, it's just very, it smells like hand sanitizer. Me. I had bison once. Yeah. Drink what? What are you talking about, Nathan? Drink what? Oh. I don't know. Yeah, bison's pretty good. Maybe some people, but I feel like that's generalizing. Wow. I knew some kids from school who would do that. Just for shits and giggles. To be fair, I think we all know somebody who would drink hand sanitizer. I'm quite enjoying this particular little doodle. It's simple. Very clean. Oh, there's this girl on YouTube. Why would you do that? Even if it was for shits and giggles. I don't know. They were weird. I thought I was the weird kid because I was the quiet one. But you know what? I never drank hand sanitizer. Or ate glue. Oh my gods. So many kids would end up in the hospital because they would be like, I'm gonna eat this glue! Fucking dumbasses. Oh, do you remember the fucking cinnamon epidemic? This was a fucking thing. Back in Florida, there was a fucking alert for schools to watch kids in this like the lunchroom because somebody had set up a challenge of whoever could snort the most cinnamon won like at least in my school, whoever could snort the most cinnamon during lunch won like a monetary, I think it was like 10 to 15 bucks. The Tide Pod challenge. Yeah, that shit was dumb as fuck. Dumbass cinnamon. And I would always sit there just like, but why though? We can make 15 bucks by having like a frog race. Let's get a bucket full of frogs. Better yet, salamanders. Let's have a salamander race. Make money that way. Yeah, the cinnamon wasn't as bad as the Tide Pod, but it would damage your like nasal sinuses, so it was kind of just one of those things. Dumbass kids. Apparently, eating enough nutmeg can get you stoned. Really? Let's see, how badly did it bleed through? I mean... Oh, did I tell you that my dad didn't know he had the world's most venomous scorpion as a pet? No, you did not! Interesting. Very interesting. Oh. This stuff is really good, by the way. You can get high from getting poppy seed bread from a restaurant called Fats with a Z. Really now? Well, that's a curiosity. Train. If you eat enough of it, yeah. Ridiculous. Gonna put some more treats down. Unfortunately, it's gonna be in the way of chat. Or underneath chat, so I'll make it kind of small. Also, don't forget, for those of you who are on Twitch, the community challenge is still up. If you guys would like a 10-hour long Minecraft stream, it's there. Yeah. I'm sorry I forgot your boy. I'm working him in. I'm sorry. It is a great sin, I understand. But I forgot, and I was just like looking at my reference photo, which had a total of 6 people, and I was like, oh yes, that's right, 6 people. Not 7. I don't have either, Nathan. I don't watch TV. Well, never mind. I have to break the green out on this one too, because it would look cool. It would just look cool. Ricky says, I have DirecTV, but I don't use it. They overcharge over here for installation and then just basic usage. It's dumb. It's like, why buy cable TV when you can just hook up like your PlayStation or Xbox and have YouTube? Or just your PC or whatever. Yeah, it's a waste of money. It really is at this point, because they overcharge so much for it. No, since really, there's only a few places in the country that have like a high quantity of cable users. Like, really. Also, tell Ricky that tonight on Sci-Fi is the return of the season half of season 3 of Chucky. Oh. Cool. Yeah, with streaming services, which I'm gonna admit, streaming services have kind of been getting worse the past few months. Like, they've been upping their prices for just... I'm gonna rag on Twitch a little bit. Well, not a little bit. They deserve to be ragged on quite a bunch, actually. I think they have this thing called Twitch Turbo, which it used to be, you could sub for like... It used to be sub for $4 and then they upped it to $5. And unfortunately, with a regular subscription, it doesn't block out all the ads that Twitch forces streamers to run, especially once they affiliate or partner. You have to have like either A, Amazon Prime, or B, Twitch Turbo or something in order to skip ads, which is fucking stupid to me, because it's like, if you have a sub to a streamer, you should be able to just straight up skip ads on their channel, no matter what tier it is. Why are you forcing people to pay more for a service they already had? It doesn't make fucking sense. And then they sit there and they bitch about not having money, and it's like, no, shut the fuck up. That's my opinion. My DirecTV plan gave Hulu, HBO Max, Disney Plus, and ESPN in the plan. Sorry, my brain just went... That's the only good thing. I do like that red. It's a very nice cherry red. I just love how I'm holding this like... Get back! Get back, I say! We made it get deeper. Oh, gods. Oh, man. Probably gonna throw some cherry red in there, too. Just because this is like a tree in fall, you know? God, that shit used to make me giggle so hard back when TikTok was still kind of in its infancy. Well, not really its infancy, but really popping off during COVID. And these people were just picking up like random things. And like this one dude had a big stick, right? He was out in the woods with his friends and he had a giant stick and he was like, "Oh, Kadabra!" And then one of his friends picked up a tiny stick. And just like, it was the best thing in the world. So simple, yet so humorous. I'm getting distracted again. But, yeah. The good old days of TikTok. Not that TikTok's bad or anything. I just think... I don't know. I'm kind of jaded when it comes to talking about it, because I personally enjoy TikTok for the artistic, like, community that's on there. And yeah, I mean... It's just like any community. You have people who are really invested in just drawing and having fun and learning animation and teaching other people what they know and sharing tips and things. And then you have douchebags who are going to be like, well, your art sucks and you shouldn't be doing it. You're always going to have douchebags like that in every community. And you're gonna have people who just do stupid shit or spread lies, rumors, conspiracy theories, and things like that. And unfortunately, this is not me talking smack, but this is me just putting my opinion out. Unfortunately, a lot of people I've been talking to, or just not really even talking to, just listening to, they seem to have this really weird idea of TikTok being like a mind control thing. And oh, once you start with one video, you can't stop. And I just have to stop and go, that's on you, though. Like, I can understand if you have ADHD, but you know what? That's kind of on you, the person, to be like, okay, that's it. That's my cutoff, and I'm gonna put my phone down and I'm gonna get shit done. That's not on the fucking phone or the app. And this thing of, oh, it's brainwashing children and da 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 is such bullshit. So stupid. It's like, grow up, please. It's a fun little app to have fun with. And you know what? If you can't put it down, then take it off your fucking phone. But don't take it away from other people just because you don't like it. Because guess what? Some of us, like myself, actually use it to find cool shit. This might be too, like, bright of a red. I don't know. It could work. Just in little splotches here. Anywho, that's my rant. That's my rant. I just think it's dumb. I'm missing one. Oh, there it is. I know I'm gonna catch flack for it later, but it's like, so what? Mm-hmm. Let's see. That's okay. It is 2:12. You're bored? Final Fantasy. Check the weather while I'm here. Some light rain showers between now and 4, and then heavy showers while I'm working and while I'm going home. Fantastic! Alright, I'm gonna keep filling the page up. Keep filling the page up! Just gonna put these away for right now. Might bring them out later. Who knows? We've got like an hour and 30 to go. Maybe. Maybe. Kind of gonna mess around with these a little bit, as I haven't really used them all too much. Are these the same green? They look like it. No? No, Oh, this one's darker and this one's lighter. Okay. Keep them separated. What's that? It's just my interpretation of a Cherokee plum. Not the best, but it's kind of what they look like. I just forgot how hard these were to take out of the thing. How badly do these bleed, I wonder? Oh, they're not too bad. I wonder what happens when I layer them. Let's find out. Let's find out, shall we? I moved my leg. What's Cherokee plum, and are they good eaten? Yes, they are. They're very good. They're very, very sweet. At least, to me, they're very sweet. Not like sickeningly sweet, but just enough. They're really good if you turn it into jam. Over, like, with... Oh my gosh. Frickin' get some toast, some bread, put some butter on it first, and then put the jam on. Whew, that is good. That's some good eating right there. I want to see how well these blend together. I like the feel of it. It's not too rough on the fingers. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it looks better on camera than it does to me in person. Maybe because it's like still drying. But it does like soften up the page a lot, so I'm gonna have to find a material that's a little hardier to use it on. Rather than just plain media. That's okay. I don't know. Wait. Oh. Not try yet? Sorta. Maybe because I was pressing down more over here than I was here, and I was just kind of like using it like a brush. Maybe. That might be it. Hmm. Well, either way, enjoyable material. Don't really have any more space to play with it, so hold on. Is that a wild TGR I hear? Hmm. Hey TGR, how's it going? In pain because of this damn weather. Yeah, it's storming over where you are too. It's a raining everywhere. Cold front came in with storms early this morning. Ah. No. Hmm. My joints are basically telling me to go fuck myself right now. That sounds about right. Joints like doing that. My shoulder especially. There's a Carolina wolf spider in my room and I can't find it. Well, time to burn the place down. Oh. Time to find another place to live. Hmm.
Ooh.
How dare you ooh woo in my house, ghost? How dare you? Nah. Others are fine, but ooh woos are crossing the line. It's just Tannerite. What? Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, sure. How are you? Like, it's bad enough a small house spider was on my pillow and my sleepy stupor, I just gently put my pillow on the ground to get it off. But this morning I saw the large wolf spider and nah. Eh. Yeah, if you're just joining, I'm just literally making shit doodles. I'm in a lot of pain. I understand that. I don't know where they're coming. The outside realm. That place. Beyond the doors. I'm doing pretty well. I'm okay. Put this in the Lure the loo. Generate to blow the house up. It'll take care of the spider situation. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's true. That is true. Ooh. It's getting dark again. Also, thank you for the posture check. I will do that. Think about the chair I'm using for the... I used to have... So... I need someone with a deep... We need Blitz! If you want somebody to say ooh with a deep voice, that would be Blitz. You can do that very, very well. It's been raining here since Monday. Whew. Jeez. Ugh. So this desk came with a special chair. Well, not special chair. It was basically just a stool. And now I've got a chair with a back. But even this is so uncomfortable. And thank you for the hydrate. I have water right here. Hell week. Ugh, gods. Thank you for the stretch. I will do that as well. Because unfortunately, even with the storms out here, they are slow moving. And my joints aren't too happy. I've been doing a lot of heavy lifting this week. Oh, God. Ah. You know, it is really pretty out here though when it storms, because everything it's all the trees are like this beautiful bright green. It's not that summer deep green yet, so when the storms come in, it's just you have that gray, almost black outline or background with the bright green on top of it, so it almost looks like the trees are glowing to a certain extent from how dark it is, and then a little bit of sunlight. It's cool. I think I'll move on to another page. Yeah, this is fine. But I'll post it on like Twitter and Instagram and stuff. If you guys just want to see the absolute nonsense I draw some days or sometimes. And I'm going to the other page because this one kind of bled through. So that's the point. This is actually an older book, so I found it in my desk, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use it. Also, somebody texted me. Yeah, my mom wants me to bring the umbrella for her tonight. Yep, I will do that. Most certainly. Alright. I'm gonna do that thing that Sam suggested. Ooh, what kind of mushrooms, though? That's a good question. The mushroom tree. Make like a mushroom tree. And maybe color it in. Me or the cat? You. Sam Cat's taking a nap. He got his medicine this morning and decided, yep. I messed around with my brother. I chased a toy mouse, had my water, did another jog around the house. I'm gonna take a nap. Deuces. You know, I like the idea of like a fire finger tree. I mean, I thought about it. Then the works we're doing. Let me see. I like using these more than the other ones. I don't know why. Even though these bleed. Let me see if I have a red. I think this is like a very rich cherry red. We're about to cook here. Or we could do like oof, look at that. Look at the difference between those two. We have a dark red. Or maybe, I don't know, it looks more like a... I mean, would you even consider this? It's red 10, and this is 9. Well, I'm trying to debate, because we could do like a fire finger tree. Which would just be a bunch of, like, I mean, not exactly fingers, but try to make it look like a hand, a bunch of hands just meshed together in one thing. Or we could go for, like, oh gods, what is it? Like a blooming oyster kind of deal, you know? Just big oysters up top and then small ones at the bottom that are kind of trying to branch off. Or we could just do like chanterelles, so it's just one big like trumpet tree. What do you think? Can you imagine if there's a like because there is such a thing as black trumpet. And it's just not... Well, chanterelles kind of have a flat top, don't they? Yeah, there are a variety of trumpet mushrooms. They just have a little basin in the middle. If it rains, how much water is collected in that? That'd be crazy. You know what? I'll make a poll. Because my brain is going, yep. So I'll post like the ones I'm thinking of the most. Could you draw a little gobbo under that Chapera tree, whatever it's called? Yeah, I can. What was the other one? Let me spell it at least slightly correctly. Alright, here. We'll turn it into a poll. And I'll give you guys 2 minutes. Yeah? And you get to decide what kind of mushroom tree. Yeah. That would be a good idea. A little gobbo sitting under a mushroom tree. Where's the poll? It's on Twitch. So if you are on Twitch and you don't see it in the chat, you might have to refresh your page, and then you can cast your vote. So far we have 1 vote for Firefingers. And I'll use these to block it out, you know. So, yeah. Funnily enough, I never use this gold. Well, that's peculiar. And now we have 3 votes for Firefingers. Ooh, okay. Half a minute left. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. And the Minecraft challenge thing. If we do that before I hit 500 subs on YouTube, it's gonna be anarchy. I feel like that stream is gonna be absolute anarchy. However, Firefinger won, so I'm gonna choose like an orange or a red to start blocking it out with. Something light. Here we go. Nice light orange. It's quite literally just called orange yellow. Very creative, I know. Superb. Always love it from Brick. And that's quite literally what I'm using, by the way. It's nothing super fancy. Well, it's fancy to me because it was like $20 at the time. About a... It's called Blick Studio, if you guys are ever interested. They're really good. Expensive, but they're good. I enjoy them a great deal. You know. I've had that for over... like 5 years. I just want you to draw giant hands growing out of the ground. Like Tales from the Gas Station. Hilariously enough, that is a thing. So Firefingers or Coral. It's also known as Fire Coral. There's a few other names for it. Are related to Dead Man's Fingers, which quite literally look like a hand just rising from the ground. And it's been the cause of many an anxious query of whether or not somebody was buried in a shallow grave, and in all actuality it's just a mushroom getting ready to spread its spores. So, yeah. They're quite fun that way. It might be hard to see at first just because I'm using such a light color, so I apologize. Just imagine a mushroom tree spreading those for— oh my gosh. You'd probably choke. That would be awful. I'm gonna try for a hand-esque shape, so bear with me. And then when we're, like, happy with it, I'll color it in and stuff. I'm fine. Make sure I've got these going. There we go. There's really no rhyme or reason for the way they look, at least as far as I know. You know? You know what I mean, George? I like how wobbly they look. Evolution! It's a funky thing. Indeed. I need to leave a space. Probably want to do it like right here for a gobbo. But also I like how just chill they are to draw, because it's not... like, the anatomy of a mushroom isn't that difficult. And with so many different species, they all have their own uniqueness to them, whether it be color, frills and gills, how, or not how, but what they grow on, and how that affects them. You could really just have fun with it. Make a night gobbo with night gobbo clothing or just a regular gobbo. I don't know yet. Not sure. You know what else this reminds me of just a little bit, now that I'm thinking about it? Dead Man's Fingers in Death Stranding. Those things used to freak me out when I watched that game. I'm gonna make it kind of like big and expansive just because my earlier idea. Like reaching hands or something intertwined. I remember the big hype around The Last of Us, and that really rekindled like my drawing for a while. Then I kind of focused on other things, but yeah. I still love The Last of Us. It's such a great, like, series on its own, regardless of the creator. And it's a great concept, you know, mushrooms taking over the world. Because, I mean, eventually they will, just like ants. But at that point, it's like, who will win? Ants or mushrooms? Especially if you have a bunch of, like, cordyceps mushrooms that, you know, give zero fucks after a while. Makes me wonder if a mushroom realized that it's the end of the world, because they are very intelligent. Would it just say fuck it and decide to destroy things, or depends? Would it try to find a way to subsist, I wonder? Survive. How are we feeling about this, by the way, chat? I'll bring it up a little closer for you to see. How are we feeling about it? It's a little weird, I know, but that's the point. Because ants have a symbolic relationship with fungi and actually grow them in their nest to feed themselves and the larvae, and they keep the fungi fed. Yeah, some fungi, but, well, not all. Not all. It's kind of difficult to see. Sorry if I go quiet, but I've already mentioned that before. The little git. He's a little dude. He's just a little guy. Not me, not knowing how to draw feet. No, I'm just gonna eyeball it. That's fine, right? Yeah, it'll be fine to eyeball it. No harm, no foul. It's not like it's supposed to be serious or anything. It's just for funsies. No, your life depends on it. Oh, it's the last thing you'll ever make. Alright. I'm gonna add a few more. I'll put them in a different color though. simply to add variety, you know. Variety. Now, the question is, am I going to do this with just sheer color pencil, or should I involve the markers? Because I like the idea of involving the markers, maybe at some point, but I'm not entirely sure, you know. Well. I have to say, this is probably the longest arc stream I've ever had. Here we go. Okay. Check something real quick. Alright. Now the question is, I'm not gonna... I don't know why that startled me. Number one, do I use color pencil, which kind of not feeling it, or do I stick with markers? Because I kind of planned on using the markers originally. I'm just gonna have to scooch most of this over here. Also, train! I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead. I mean, we can blend these, so it's not that terrible. I'm just gonna pick some colors and then get on with it. Yeah. Ironically enough, some of these actually have purples on them. And I might, well... Do these have any leaves on them, or bare? It's bare. It's just tendrils and other mushroom bits. Alright, I'm gonna scoot some things over so chat, you're about to be displaced a wee bit. Meh. Ah! Oh no! Oh god! Ah! Stop it! Free! Oh, this is awkward. The things I do to not stain paper. Mostly. Is very dumb. But I do it anyway. Because I am dumb. I am dumb. You've dumb. Or bigger dumb. I'm just marking these so that way I know what I'm using. Nope, not that side. Over here, dear. And this is 16. I'm just making little color swatches. Nine. I mean, I guess it could be a bit more... I don't know. I really want to use the markers. Just because that's something I haven't done. Ever. Or in a long time at the very least. Alright, so we have 4, 11, 9, 16, and 10. I'm going to start with 4, because that's the lightest one. And we'll go from there. We'll use the broad end. Wish me luck. I mean, it's not going to be horrible, it's just going to be different. That's all. And I'm going to come back through with a pen and try and draw attention to certain spots and maybe throw in some watercolor here and there. Looks more like a gold now. Yeah. Yeah, does anybody have any plans for the weekend? I'm gonna be at work, so... Well, work and more work, especially at home here. Got some things I need to take care of. How many hours they got you working for Saturday? I know your plans. You're going to rodeo. I'm working 4. I'm gonna be gone for 4 hours Friday and gone for 4 hours Saturday. Which isn't bad, just means extra. Extra pay. Which is fine. I'll take it. And it's just for like meeting crap. Atypical things. Oh, lawn's done. I got it done yesterday. Kind of why I'm streaming past 3 now. It's 3:10. I'll stop here in about 20 minutes, because then I really have to get ready for work. I do like how this yellow is turning out. It's rather pretty. I guess it's I guess I should leave some splotches to do other things, but I don't know. We'll live and we'll learn. If I can't do that, I'll just bring my pen in and just kind of go over it and add detail and texture that way. I'm gonna leave this spot kind of whited out so it's not too much. And once it's dried, which only takes like a minute, it's easy to go over, and maybe I can figure out how to use the blender. Wonder this is just me like thinking out loud. I wonder if anybody would be interested in like an entire maybe 2 weeks out of a month of just art streams like this rather than digital. It could be fun, but it could also be a bit of a burnout. Who knows? I mean, I wouldn't mind, just as long as we got our weekly genocidal Warhammer stream, of course. Of course. I have to pick up Elden Ring again here soon, too. Because I kind of just got burnt out of it after a bit. I don't know, it kind of looks good like that, but I still want to add more. It's not too bad. I might throw some black in here too. Not a fun color sometimes, but you know, it can work. It has its charms. I'll use these for the back ones, but maybe just as a shader rather than a base color. Yeah. Well, I don't even know. Let's just focus on the one, then we'll see what we like. So we used 4. Let's use... Did we use 4? Wait, no, hold on. Wait a second. That's 11. Right? Wait, this is the one I used? Yes, okay, my gods, I almost lost my mind. Just because I read that wrong. Woo. My hands are gonna be just so full of color. Oh, this is perfect. Oh my gosh, yes! Haha! Oh, it looks great. My fear was mostly unfounded. Haha, take that, anxiety! You bitch. I can't put too much up here. I have to remind myself. So I'm supposed to blend it with other colors. But this is very enjoyable. I don't know about you guys. I'm having fun with it. Ooh, the question is which one to go with next. Because some of them are purple at the top, and then it goes to red, and then the orange and yellow. Dude, Dad. Oh, God, my ears are not happy. Oh, big stretch. Yog. Alright. Dry. Interesting. I mean, it wouldn't look horrible. Try it with red. Ooh, that would pop. Okay. I think we'll leave the purple for like little spots in between. And the red is only going to be on the forefront, perhaps. Maybe the back one. Because with the orange, it really just goes. I don't know how else to describe it. It just fucking goes. It catches the eye. I'll take the blender and go through it. Go through it now. It really dries up. Oh, it's an oil. Okay. It's okay. It's good. Making it not look so abrasive, but it just also feels dysfunctional. I don't know. Ooh, there we go. Okay, found it. There we go. That looks good. Sorry if you guys can't see this. It's very, it's like stuff. Oh my gosh, there is. Wow. Probably shouldn't put that on my hands. Too late. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. It's just sanitizer stuff. Okay. It's a little smudged, but I like it. I kind of like it like that. Looks interesting. Has an interesting allure to it. Oh, damn it. The only bad thing about this is you guys can't hear the scratchy scratchy of my page. Just scratchy 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 scratchy. Or at least I don't think you can. Unless I'm talking, but... Just scratch, 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 scratch. Yep. Pretty much what it sounds like. It drives my cats nuts, which is why they're not here. Speaking of which, I must go check up on them. Because unfortunately, that is time for me. I gotta get ready for work and then get on to work. So thank you guys for joining me. And I will catch y'all Sunday for some more Final Fantasy. Now, a slight reminder, there might be a video either out Friday or Saturday on the channel, YouTube channel. So it's gonna be... I don't really know how long the game is. I'm hoping it's like... They said it's a pretty short one, so maybe the video is gonna be like 10-15 minutes long. So if you guys are interested in something else aside from art or like what I've been doing, I think you might like it. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Hope you had a good time. See you Sunday. Take care. Be safe. All that good stuff. Bibbidi bobbidi. Goodbye.